Welcome, brothers. We will talk today about the quarantine around planet Earth and beyond. In this picture, in the middle down, we see our Earth in third dimension. And if we look around in our life, we see just three dimensions. Here, we see many planets in third dimension, in the horizontal level. And through this, we can explain the four-dimension timeline. The fourth dimension is the time. The fourth dimension is the line of space. It includes many of third dimension worlds, boxes, every world separated from the other. We can access these worlds through two ways: evolution first, and second, through expanding our consciousness within inner bodies. Evolution means the scientific progress, and expanding our consciousness means connecting with our inner bodies and extending our consciousness through the inner journey. Of course, the quarantine stops us from connecting and reaching other dimensions worlds, whether through the scientific progress or expanding our awareness, because they do their best to control us in the physical, ethereal, and astral realms. Here, we see realms from physical to ethereal and astral and mental realm. And we see our third dimension planet, three layers, each of them more transparent from other. Every circle from them represent one of that realm. First the physical, and second the ethereal one. And the third circle is the astral realm. And fourth is the mental. All these realms or levels represent ourselves. Our body is the physical body, and our energetic system and chakras and aura is the ethereal body, and ourself in the astral level. But we have some of her part here within our body. We are connected with her directly, and our mental in the mental level, and the mental between ourself and our higher self. Here we see dimensions from third to 12th dimension, and we see them vertically, and all of them connected with inner realms. Horizontal dimensions represent 4D timeline, and vertical dimensions represent the inner realm, space timeline. When we go horizontally, we have many dimensions, and when we go vertically, we see just 12 dimensions. The horizontal for movement, and the vertical for ascension, for the light distance. In this picture, we see where is the cosmic anomalies. These two lines, gray lines, represent the cosmic anomalies. The first one between the physical level and the ethereal level, and the second between the mental and the wisdom level, which means between self and higher self. And these anomalies happened with the beginning of the universe. And the dark forces, they use these anomalies to prevent us from reaching beyond physical reality, or to disconnect us from higher self, disconnecting between self and higher self. And we will talk much more about the cosmic anomalies in our next update. Here we see the area of self and the area of higher self between the inner realms. And here we see the space timeline vertically and the timeline horizontally. And here we see the galactic center, the 13th gate. After we expand our awareness and consciousness beyond the 12th dimension, we reach the central sun, which means the 13th dimension and gate. And we can see here two portals between the third dimension until mental, and between the mental and the enlightened. And that means we have two inner journeys. The first to reach ourself, and the second to reach our higher self, to be one unit as a soul. In the beginning, there was no separated between the self and higher self, and that will happen again after Liberate Earth. The dimension 13th, or the gate 13th, the central sun, is the ultimate power and awareness under the central sun of any galaxies. Before we complete, I would like to talk about the purpose of creating this movie. Most of what you are doing in the current life, you already did that in the previous lives. Most of it is belonging to the domination system. The idea of quarantine is to stop your evolution at a certain point. And I want to mention here some of the important things that help us to overcome the quarantine. Of course, liberate the planet, one of the most important, and the light forces and the resistance movement and their allies, they are working on it now. Second, doing things make us connected with the dream timeline in order to be connected with our ethereal and astral body through doing things beyond the box and a wider perception. And know that every level of thoughts around you is dedicated to keep you in the holographic third dimension. Third, improve your spiritual awareness beyond the physical level and know how to deal with your inner bodies, ethereal, astral, and beyond through increasing awareness and spiritual development. And try to know what's happening beyond the veil and how to deal with the third dimension around us and how it makes us in the vicious circle. Fourth, restore our freedom, not only by the opposition, but through the restoration of our thoughts and our awareness that have been programmed by the domination system and the wash brains. And know that the war here is an intellectual and awareness war to prevent us from going beyond the wall, because there is an enchanted forest, and here only the secure wall. So, we are still at the primitive question. Are we alone in this universe? And now we will continue what we started. And here we see a picture of the galaxies in this universe. And of course, each galaxy has center. This center represents the gate 13th. And gates from these gates we can access it through to the gate like here in any other galaxy. We also see the Big Bang, which represents the moment of the creation of this universe, and also represent the gate 14th. And here in this picture we see all the similar examples to the Big Bang, where there are another 14 gates, Big Bangs. 7 of them are manifested and they're called light, and the other 7 are unmanifested and they're called dark. And dark here means unknown. The light codes represent the 14th gates, and the dark codes represent the 15th gates, and the 14th and the 15th gates follow the 16th gate, and the gate 16th follow the gate 17th, which represent the central basic universe for all universes. At the end, we have talked about the 17 basic universes in a simple way. Thank you for listening.